Welcome back to Bike Fusion, where we bring you the latest motorcycle and scooter reviews for riders in the USA. And today, we're taking a closer look at the Honda ADV160, a scooter that combines practical everyday transportation with adventure-inspired styling and surprisingly serious hardware. So, let's get into it. Starting with the design, the Honda ADV160 immediately separates itself from a traditional scooter. Instead of looking soft or purely commuter-focused, it has a rugged, muscular appearance inspired by adventure motorcycles. The sharp front-end design, compact bodywork, LED lighting, and raised adventure-style stance give the ADV160 a much more aggressive road presence. And that's exactly what makes this scooter interesting. It doesn't just look like something built for going from home to work. It looks ready for a weekend escape. Honda also gives the ADV160 a 2-position adjustable windscreen. You can lower it when you want more airflow or raise it for additional wind and weather protection. That's a small feature, but for riders who spend a lot of time on the road, it can make a noticeable difference. Now let's talk about the engine. The ADV160 uses a 157cc liquid-cooled, single-cylinder, 4-stroke engine with Honda's programmed fuel injection system. The US spec model uses Honda's automatic V-Motic belt drive transmission, meaning there's no clutch lever and no manual shifting. Just twist the throttle and go. That's exactly what makes the ADV160 so appealing for urban riders. Honda lists the US model with a 157cc engine, automatic V-Motic transmission, front-wheel ABS, and a curb weight of about 294 pounds. The seat height is around 30.7 inches, which should make it approachable for a wide range of riders. But the biggest story here isn't simply the engine. It's the suspension. The ADV160 uses a 31mm Showa front fork with around 5.1 inches of travel, while the rear uses Showa shocks with around 4 inches of travel on the US specification. That's considerably more adventure-focused than what you normally expect from a small urban scooter. And that setup makes sense because Honda isn't positioning this as just another city scooter. The ADV160 is designed to give riders more confidence when the road gets rough. Potholes, broken pavement, uneven streets, speed bumps and light gravel roads are exactly the type of situations where this scooter's adventure-inspired suspension can become a major advantage. Of course, this isn't a full-size adventure motorcycle. You shouldn't expect it to replace something like a serious off-road machine. But for everyday American roads, city streets and weekend exploration, the ADV160's formula is extremely attractive. Now let's talk about practicality. Under the seat, Honda provides approximately 27 liters of weatherproof storage, giving you useful space for everyday items. There's also a small front compartment with a charging port for quick access items. And for commuters, that can be a big deal. Imagine finishing work, putting your riding gear or daily essentials under the seat, jumping on the scooter and heading home without worrying about carrying a backpack everywhere. Honda also includes its smart key system, so you can keep the key in your pocket and start the scooter without dealing with a traditional ignition key. Safety is another important part of the ADV160 package. The US model comes with front-wheel ABS, giving riders additional confidence during hard braking or less than perfect road conditions. And because the ADV160 has a relatively low center of gravity, Honda says the layout is designed to make the scooter easier to manage, especially in parking lots and tight traffic. That matters in the real world. Because the best motorcycle isn't always the fastest one. Sometimes it's the motorcycle that makes everyday riding easier. And that's where the ADV160 really starts to make sense. For American riders, especially those living in crowded cities or suburbs, this scooter can be an interesting alternative to a small motorcycle or even a second car. It's automatic, compact, fuel-efficient, easy to park, and still gives you that adventure-style personality. Honda's current US listing shows the ADV160 starting at $4,499, before the listed $600 destination charge. So, is the Honda ADV160 worth considering? If you're looking for a high-performance highway motorcycle, probably not. But if your priorities are urban transportation, fuel economy, comfort, easy handling, storage, rugged styling and the ability to explore beyond normal city streets, the ADV160 becomes a very compelling package. And that's what makes this scooter special. It doesn't try to be everything. Instead, it takes the simple scooter formula and adds adventure bike attitude, better suspension, practical storage and modern convenience. The result is a machine that can handle the daily grind during the week and become your mini adventure machine on the weekend. So, what do you think about the 2027 Honda ADV160? Would you choose this adventure scooter over a traditional motorcycle? Let us know your opinion in the comments. And if you enjoyed this review, make sure to subscribe to Bike Fusion, because we'll be bringing you more new motorcycle and scooter reviews, first looks and updates for riders across the USA. Thanks for watching, ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one.